guys, we have an urgent breaking news coming out. Amazon Web Services outage finally resolved. Alright, so all the updates are here. I want to show you something really quick. If you can, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. A 3-hour global outage at Amazon Web Services was enough. It was enough to halt banks, apps, websites, games, and gov services. Wow. Canadian Prepper, big shout out to Canadian Prepper. He said this. Likely not an accident. Whatever happened yesterday, something happened and is all being tight. So again, we're gonna see what's going on here, guys, and it's just insane that it was like almost a whole day. My Uber app, it was not functioning. I think it was 8 p.m. Eastern time. There was some issue going on with the app. All right, so I want to take you really quick to Down Detector. Everything seems like it's fine. AWS, and look at this. It seems like everything's good. Seems like everything's looking pretty good now. Alright, so let me show you some of this stuff really quick here before I start with the news. Yeah, it seems like everything is back to normal. You see that? Everything is back to normal. Snapchat was something really big yesterday. I heard that a lot of people were having some issue with Snapchat. Look at that. Everything's back to normal. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Let's see Verizon. It's looking pretty good. So yeah, everything's back to normal. Now the question is, what happened? Was it a cyber? Well, we have all the updates here, guys. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. Your support is what keeps us on air. So Amazon Web Services outage finally resolved. Alright, so we have all the updates. Amazon says a massive outage of its cloud computing service has been resolved as of Monday evening after a disrupted internet use around the world, taking down a broad range of online services including social media, gaming, food delivery, streaming, and financial platform. I do food delivering. Again, when it's pretty slow on this platform, I do a lot of food delivering. And yesterday something was wrong. The GPS, it was jamming. The app was not working properly. The all-day disruption and the ensuing exasperation it caused served as the latest reminder that the 21st century society is increasingly dependent on just a handful of companies for much of its internet technology, which seems to work reliably until it suddenly breaks down. And that's the problem, and I've been saying this for a very long time. You shouldn't put your trust in this system. You shouldn't. It's good to have cash in hand. It's good to, drive American muscle cars or whatever, foreign cars like before the 2000s, because everything is all electronic stuff. It just, people just want the new future stuff. My wife said that, what was it? People will not own anything and be happy. And basically, it's, people don't have no more CDs or VHS or VCR because everything is online. All right, you're paying monthly subscription and you're paying to watch a movie, but it's Again, you don't have the material in your hand. You don't have the DVD no more. You don't have the VHS. So when Netflix goes down, when all this internet stuff goes down, what's next? You own nothing. You just relied on the technology of the 21st century. This is why I keep all my stuff. If you come to my house, it's like the 90s. So it's like the 80s and 90s. All right, so it says here about 3 hours after the outage began early Monday morning, Amazon Web Services said it was starting to recover, but it wasn't until 6 p.m. Eastern that services returned to normal operations. Amazon said on its AWS Health website, where it tracks outages. Now, cybersecurity expert Mike said a slow and bumpy recovery process is entirely normal. Amazon pinned the outage on issues related to its domain name system that converts web addresses into IP addresses, which are numeric destinations that identify locations on the internet. Those addresses allow websites and apps to load on internet connected devices. Now, here's the thing, guys. This caused a lot of money. This issue here caused a lot of money. All right. So many companies and everybody lost money. And stuff like this is just, people's like, man, this is very concerning. So, and it seems like Bezos is the king of the World Wide Web. They own it. Someone is like, I never knew that Jeff Bezos owns the internet. Down Detector, a website that tracks online outages, said in a Facebook post that it received over 11 million users reports of problems at more than 2,500 companies. Now, the Amazon division provides remote computing services to many apps, websites, gov, university, and companies. Now, early Monday, users reported issues with Snapchat, Roblox, Fortnite, online broker Robinhood, the McDonald's app, and many others, according to Down Detector. So here's the thing, guys. I'm not trying to be rude here. Young ones, they be on this 24/7, and they go on Uber Eats and DoorDash app, and they order food. I mean, they never leave their room. They never leave their room. Oh no, they never leave their room. See, back in my time, again, in the 80s and 90s, we had bikes, baseball glove, and baseball bat and baseball. And we used to go. I mean, we used to hang out. And I go to my fan house. Everybody just drop their bike in the front lawn, and we go inside the house to drink water and just hang out. And they come back out and ride our bikes. Man, that's the beauty of it. You don't see that. You don't see that. You don't see the neighborhood filled with young ones riding their bikes. You don't see that. You don't. Because you have all this online stuff. It's just bad. Even Amazon-owned services weren't immune. Users of the company's Ring doorbell cameras and Alexa-powered smart speakers posted on Down Detector that they weren't working, while others said they were unable to access the Amazon website or download books to their Kindle. Now, by mid-morning, Amazon said it had started to recover. But around 1 p.m. Eastern Time, users were still reporting problems. Thousands of Venmo users reported difficulties at about 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, while people also reported problems with AI chatbot Claude, the Wall Street Journal, and Amazon services like Alexa around the same time, according to Down Detector. So it says here, we're going to skip some parts. How did this start? Amazon first reported the outage issue at 3:11 a.m. Eastern Time. Shortly after, it said its services in the eastern U.S. region were disrupted and engineers were working to understand what was causing the problem. At 5:27 a.m. Eastern Time, AWS began reporting progress, saying we are seeing significant signs of recovery. Yeah, at 5 a.m., no way. There was a lot of stuff that was going on. A lot of people were. A little more than a half hour later, it said we continue to observe recovery across most of the affected services. AWS customers include some of the world's biggest businesses and organizations. So much of the world now relies on these 3 or 4 big cloud compute companies who provide the underlying infrastructure that when there's an issue like this, it can be really impactful across a broad range, a broad spectrum of online services, said Patrick, a cyber expert at UK. So the world now runs on cloud, and the internet is seen as a utility like water or electricity, as we spend so much of our lives on smartphones. That's crazy. That is crazy. We are so hooked on. It's like a drug addiction. People are so hooked on this device, just hooked on it. It just very concerning. Very concerning. And because so much of the online world's plumbing is underpinned by a handful of companies, when someone goes wrong, it's very difficult for users to pinpoint what is happening because we don't see Amazon. We just see Snapchat or Roblox. All right, so that's where we at right now, guys. But yeah, I do believe there's a lot more to it. I believe there's a lot more to it. I agree with Canadian Prepper. Likely not an accident. A 3-hour global outage at Amazon Web Services was enough to halt banks, apps, websites, games, and gov services. Something happened. Something broke. And we're not being told the full story. We're not being told the full story here. Give me a sec. I want to take you to Down Detector really quick. Alright, so truly apologize, guys. It seems like the computer's a little slow today. Wait a minute. I see some problem here. Oh, please don't tell me. Uh-oh. It seems like we are seeing something here, guys. Give me a second. Truly apologize, guys. Now my computer is slow. I truly apologize. Yeah, my computer is really slow now. I don't know what's going on with it. All right, we have this one here. So there's still some outage going on. Give me a second here, guys. Yeah, my computer is really slow. It's acting up right now. It's acting up right now. I have no idea what's going on with the computer. I have no idea what's going on with the computer. So I'm gonna have to end this. I really don't know what's going on, and now it's pitch black. There we go. I really don't know what's going on with the computer, guys. I truly apologize about this. But I'm just trying to show you some of this outages that's happening right now. Yeah, so you have some outages happening. But other than that, I mean, It's not like the big ones. It's not like YouTube and Amazon and Snapchat and stuff like that. But LinkedIn, there's an outage. Snowflake, there's an outage. Yeah, I'm not saying anything else, but yeah. So guys, I think I'm gonna end it here because there is something wrong with the computer. It's just slowing down. It's not looking good. I might have a couple of windows open. Maybe maybe one of these websites is really slowing down my computer. But this is not normal. But I'm gonna have to end it here. But again, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2. Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get to access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.